Episode 59, All the Everything Podcast. I'm Billy. That's Tim. Tim, what is going on, man? I feel like I just saw you.
I know. We were just together in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
It was amazing being with Billy. Like, only time we've ever been together this long as we were last time was the first time we ever met.
Yeah.
When we went on that Adventures by Disney trip to Wyoming. We were there for a full week, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then we just had almost a week trip this last week down in the DR. Had two amazing resorts that invited us in, the Hard Rock and then Zimmy by Hilton. So we had a fantastic trip. It was really nice to kind of do back-to-back trips like that to kind of make the flights worth it, because, we usually fly down to a place and we're only there for like 3 nights and then go home. And so it was kind of nice to kind of stretch it out a little bit.
It was, and we actually got to hang out and talk in person. And if you saw last week's podcast, you'll know that we did our first podcast in person in the same room, side by side. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys enjoyed our new producer, Evan. You may not hear him again for a really long time, but he's out there. He's a friend of the podcast.
He is. It was so funny because he busted in. He was my roommate. And we sent him a text saying, hey, we're recording a podcast. And then he didn't see it. So he comes busted in like we're in the middle. And we're like, is that Evan? Is he coming in? So, yep.
He's coming in.
But no, I'm glad he did because it was so much fun to have him there and kind of little banter back and forth. And I really felt it was a really, really fun podcast. I felt like the energy was great on that one. So if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it. Watch it on YouTube. You can kind of see a real tropical backdrop, if you will, in the background. So, and
you get to see us together, unless you don't care about seeing us together. That's fine too. But
and if you're listening, hey, we appreciate you. Hit that download button. Leave a comment and a 5-star written review on Apple Podcast.
We appreciate you. Now, being that it's Christmas season right now, we, as the owners of Exclusive Travel Partners, you can see on my hoodie and something I'm going to talk about right now, we send our annual Christmas presents out to the team. So we just sent everything out. Most people have received them. Some people haven't yet. But if you haven't, don't watch this video. But I'm going to talk about it anyhow. But one of the gifts, I won't mention all of them, one of the gifts were these brand new Exclusive Travel Partners baseball hats. Billy, what do you think about those?
Love it. I love it. Yep. I really appreciate that, man. I've definitely been rocking it around town,
so everyone knows.
Represent. You got to go represent. Yeah.
You got to represent big time. Yeah. We appreciate that. So I wanted to kick off wearing that because it is a Christmas hat, technically, since we sent these out for Christmas.
It was a fantastic present. Yeah.
And it's new to me.
Yeah.
New to me. So very excited about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we have an awesome episode planned for you all. So why don't we roll that beautiful bean footage?
Well, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Are you ready, my friend?
You better believe it. Let's get into all the everything, y'all.
About the randomness from ancient Rome to UFOs, they take you where the weirdness goes. It's two guys talking way too loud about stuff that makes no sense, but we are kind of proud.
Well, welcome back to yet another amazing episode of All the Everything Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Tim Sawhook. I'm joined by the man, I said it last year, I'll say it again, who puts the ho, ho, ho in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Parchman.
What's up, Tim? Oh, my gosh, man. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, my friend.
Yes.
We are in it.
We are in it to win it, right?
That's right.
As always. So let me ask you a question right now.
Yeah.
As of today, We have 15 days till Christmas because we're recording this on December the 10th.
That's right.
And how are you feeling about your Christmas readiness at this point?
We're pretty on it. Michelle's been on top of it because we're leaving for Disneyland on the 20th.
Oh yeah,
and we're going to be gone up until Christmas Eve, and so we kind of have to be pre-prepared a little bit. We don't have that little buffer like we usually do. I do have to get Michelle some little odd and end things. We've got all the big things already.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a two-edged sword because I like to get her things that she uses and wants and stuff, and I just don't want to go and buy her just like little like knickknacks for her stocking or whatever. That she'd be like, meh, you know what I mean? So I'd rather get her some things that she can actually use. So I'm trying to figure out what those things are, which has been the question every single year for the last 23 years. So, yeah.
Anyhow, Billy, what are we talking about today, my friend?
Oh, well, I'm really excited. It's a special time of the year. This is our official All the Everything podcast Christmas Extravaganza. That's right.
I like that word.
We're talking all things Christmas, y'all. We're getting in the mindset for what's coming up in just a couple of days. That's right.
Yeah, and I want to say this is the podcast that's coming out the week before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime we have to release one like on the holidays or right next to one, sometimes we do it early or sometimes we'll do a shorter one just for Christmas. Well,
that's right.
I have to say I've not seen it yet because it has not been filmed. But there's going to be an amazing special podcast coming to you on Christmas Day.
On Christmas
Day. I hope you watch it on YouTube because it's going to be phenomenal. I'm not going to say anything else, but I know it's going to be cool. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it as well. So yeah, it'll be a very nice Christmas gift, I guess, if you will. Yeah.
A gift to the world from Billy and someone special like me. Anyhow, so today we're talking the Christmas Extravaganza, which means we're going to ask each other all kinds of amazing Christmas questions.
Yeah.
Something different from last year where we just went through tradition and candy and stuff. This kind of thing like encompasses everything. So
that's right.
We wanted to make sure we had a little fun, guys. I feel like we're at our best when we just kind of riff off each other, go back and forth, and still talk about all the Christmas things. So if you have a chance to sit down, get a nice mug of hot cocoa in the All the Everything podcast.
Gosh.
Mug.
That's right.
We have a merch store coming to you soon, I promise, in the new year. We talked about all these designs over the years for funny shirt ideas. I don't know if we're ever going to make one that says human soup, but who's to say? You have to go back to our summer series to realize what that's all about.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we can at least sell you our hats, mugs, T-shirts, hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do autograph 8x10 photos. I will autograph Billy's. He will autograph mine. So
that's right.
It looks like a hot mess. All these things coming to you as a gift, as long as you buy them. All right. Okay. Here is our first question.
Okay.
Oh, this should be a fun one. Okay.
Okay.
If reindeer could talk, which one would have the most attitude?
To me,
you got a lot to pick from.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them to pick from, but I'm thinking Blitzen.
Okay.
That name, he just seems cocky to me, right? He's the guy that kind of shows up late. He's kind of like the cocky, I'm too good for you kind of reindeer. And I think he's going to get an attitude like if something doesn't go his way. And
I see that.
He might be a little tipsy with a name like Blitzen. He might be a little blitzed.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
So that's who I'm picking as the one that would have the most attitude. How about you?
All right, I like that. So I'm going to go with the one that people talks about the most, Rudolph. Like he started out as a humble soul, but I think the red nose has gotten to his head. And now he's a cocky person, makes other people feel less. The other reindeers are not as high as he is. You know, he gets all the praise. All those songs are about Rudolph, nobody else. And so I think that starts to have a little bit of jealousy with the other reindeers.
Ooh.
And I think Rudolph walks around with an air of attitude around him, like, I'm better than everybody else. And if you weren't sure, check the nose. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, became a diva, huh? Yep.
became a diva. Started out as a very humble soul, let it all get to his head or get to his nose rather,
Yep.
and that's where we're at. So
we've seen those North Pole stories before. Goodness.
Yeah. Yep. We've seen some bad things happen in the North Pole.
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. All right, sir. Well, moving on. What is the most unintentional, creepy Christmas movie moment?
You know what? I had a hard time coming up with a creepy moment. I know there was parts in movies that I was like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share two things here.
Okay.
One, I thought about which is my favorite Christmas movie, which is The Christmas Story.
Okay. Yeah.
I only watch that on Christmas Day. It's my tradition to watch that 20,000 times on TBS or whatever it's on. So I love that one. But what's in that movie is that creepy Santa at the mall. You know, the close-up shots where he's like, "Come on, kid," and they're like kicking him down the.
He kicked him.
Like, they kick him down. Well, that's the elf who kicks him down the slide. But the Santa's like, "Get over here. We're closing in 5 minutes," and he's like the creepiest Santa ever. For me, that I always thought like, that is a creepy old Santa. And then they throw you down the stinking slide like a sack of potatoes when you're done.
Yep.
Other than that, I was trying to really think like intimate little creepy moments within fun stories that you're like, that's kind of strange. But have you ever heard of the Cindy Lou Who theory?
I have not.
Okay. So the thing about this theory is that Cindy Lou Who is not even real. It's just a figment of the Grinch's imagination and his guilt to change to be a better person. So all the times he's seeing Cindy Lou Who and she's the person telling him to be better and all these different things, that she really doesn't exist. It's just a figment of his imagination. It's his guilt manifesting about being better. Yeah. Wow. I thought that was kind of creepy. I just heard that recently.
Ooh. Yeah.
So what do you think about that theory?
Yeah, no, I could see that happening. It's just like his inner child, if you will, the inner goodness kind of to show him the way back.
Yeah. Because you think about it, Cindy Lou Who just kind of comes out of nowhere and then disappears and then she's back. No one's really checking on her. If you notice. A little bit, she gets a little bit more attention in the Grinch real action movie. But think about the cartoon. Do you see her mom checking in on her? She's always out talking to the creepy person by herself. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into that, but I thought it was a creepyish theory on a traditional story.
It plays.
What about you?
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the 90s. Okay. There was this movie with Michael Keaton, Batman. Yeah. I'm Batman, called Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah.
And in this movie, it's I can't. He's one of those stories where the dad's not always there for the kids. We've seen it time and time again. But then he dies in a car accident, and 1 year later becomes back as a snowman. And of course, this is in the 90s, and so the visual effects aren't as good as they are today. And so it is a creepy kind of snowman, if you will. And then just, he has to redeem himself as a father while being a snowman and then kind of parenting like throughout this whole time. But so that would be my creepy Christmas movie moment. And more so just the face of the snowman.
I've seen Jack Frost. I know the face perfectly. I can see it in my head.
Yep.
And it is kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy because of the story itself. His dad comes back as a snowman, which is already kind of weird. But the way they have him come back and the poor effects weren't there yet, and it did make it creepy. All right, moving on, my friend.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite holiday cocktail or drink?
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go with an apple cider bourbon smash.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, if you just take it, apple cider, get your bourbon, a little lemon juice, a little bit of simple syrup or just a little bit of maple syrup for some sweetness, and then a little bit of cinnamon. Ooh.
Yep. I love
How
that.
about you? How about you, sir?
So, I'm always down with bourbon as my
Mm-hmm.
drink. If not, it's right behind me. Now you guys see it or whatever. But I love getting a good old fashioned. But a holiday, like toasted old fashioned, is very good. So it's made with toasted bourbon.
Ooh.
So it gives you that toasty flavor as is.
Mm-hmm.
And you can add in some cinnamon, little eggnog to it. The cinnamon bitters, not actual cinnamon, but the cinnamon bitters, you can add into that to give it that little bit of that holiday feel. But yeah, it's really good. I think it's called Holiday Toast Old Fashioned or something like that. Not my recipe. And I don't drink it all the time because I really don't like different flavored old fashions all that much. But during the holidays when you get together with some people who are into all those kind of things, then,
Yeah.
you can go that route. But
Yeah. I like
anyhow,
it. Win in Rome.
that's for me. Win in Rome.
Win in the North Pole.
And, win in North Pole, go buy some bourbon.
Yep. Drink some bourbon. Yep. Bourbon approved.
Bourbon approved. All right. Billy.
Yes, sir.
If Santa got sick, poor guy, what celebrity should fill in for him and why?
Yeah. I think for me, the only answer for a celebrity for me is Tim Allen. I mean, he is the Santa Claus, right?
Right.
We are used to seeing him as that jolly old Saint Nick, and so put Tim Allen on there. He can handle it. Yeah,
it's funny you picked a Santa. I picked a different version of Santa. I picked Billy Bob Thornton in Bad Santa. Have you seen Bad Santa?
I've never seen it, but I've seen like the previews and stuff. So I need to watch it.
He's such a jerk of a human. His life's falling apart. But it's such a hilarious movie. And so instead of me picking like you picked the good Santa, Tim Allen,
Right.
of course, the Santa Claus, I picked Bad Santa, Billy Bob Thornton, just to step in. Like he's like kicking the reindeer. He doesn't give a crap about anybody. He's throwing gifts out willy-nilly everywhere. And when he goes into the house, he's stealing stuff instead of giving toys away to the kids.
Yeah.
Leaving a mess, spilled milk everywhere. I mean, the guy's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I picked Billy Bob Thornton from Bad Santa.
What's the weirdest Christmas gift that you've ever received?
How do I phrase this? What an extended family member who's not really close in the family, like great aunts, stuff like that.
Sure.
They like to send us random things in the mail for Christmas every year. And it's nice they send a gift. I don't send them gifts. So, I get it, but they're kind of live in a hoarder situation.
Oh gosh.
And so they have so much crap around their house that they'll send these gifts. And I think one time I got a poncho with a hole in it.
Oh.
And also, it was like in this little box. I had all this crap shoved into it. It was a half-use candle. Not the weirdest thing, probably, besides other people have gotten. But the reason I say that, I had a hard time coming up with, is I always get great gifts from people. I really do. There's not too many people who just give me something and I'm like, what the crap is this? I'm always pretty thankful for everything, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can think of that was kind of weird was those gifts. We've had other, pardon me, strange ones throughout the years from them as well. What about you? Weirdest gift you got?
Okay, so what comes to mind, my freshman year of college, my roommate's girlfriend, there was 4 of us. We lived in a cottage. So two guys on one side, 2 guys on the other. We shared a living room and bathroom between the 4 of us. So we're all, cabin mates or whatever, and cottage mates. And so one of the guys' girlfriends bought us all 4 of us matching Christmas underwear.
Oh, hello!
And wanted us to model it for her.
Wait, what? Well, this story gets juicier as you keep going.
Yeah. No, it didn't happen, but it was. Yeah, I would say that would probably be the weirdest. It was like a reindeer boxers.
No thanks.
From not my girlfriend, from one of the other guys' girlfriends. So, but yeah,
what did he say, by the way?
He was down with it. He probably modeled them for her. So
Well, that'd be a little bit more appropriate in that relationship. Not having all the other guys model it as well. It's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. Yep.
Yeah.
So that made the list.
Oh, that definitely makes the list.
Yeah.
I did think of something else that was kind of off-putting. One friend gave me a brand new one of those power toothbrushes, like the really ones. He's like, "These will get your teeth so much more cleaner and better." I'm thinking, how bad do you think my teeth are? Like,
your teeth are bad.
I brush and floss all the time. And he's like,
you literally carry a toothbrush in your pocket at all times.
Exactly. I got a travel toothbrush in my pocket. You never know when you need to brush some crap off your teeth or between your teeth.
That's right.
Anyhow, that is something else I thought of. Okay. Yeah. What Christmas movie deserves a sequel?
Okay, so this one's kind of one of those where it has to be done right. And it cannot be just a carbon copy of the first movie, right? We've seen it before, like with Anchorman 2. They just kept trying to do the same jokes in Anchorman 2 as in Anchorman. Anchorman was special. And so kind of going on that same vibe, it is a Will Ferrell. It's a Jon Favreau, the elf. You know, I would love to see a sequel to that, but I don't want to see the elf again. You know what I mean? I want it to be completely different, completely new jokes, just a continuation on what happened to Buddy the Elf. That's what I would like to see. Make it more original. But yeah, it has to be done right. Otherwise, just leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, Will Ferrell has come out and said he'll never do an Elf 2. I mean, he said that we did everything we could have done in the first one, and he would not participate in the second Elf 2. So you got to, if he's not in there, then you've already lost everything.
Yep. And I don't think him and Jon Favreau get along well at all. I think they hated each other. And so that was
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was also a special part of that movie was, Jon.
The hatred.
Yep.
All right.
Bringing it to life.
Yeah. Elf was one of the ones I thought of too. Mm-hmm. And then I thought about A Christmas Story, and they did try to do a second Christmas Story.
They did.
This was like years ago, though, not recently, and it was really, really bad, like really bad. None of the same characters. It was people trying to act like the same people. But they did recently do A Christmas Story Christmas. I think it's the name of it. And that came out like 2 years ago. And that had a lot of the same characters now grown up, like the original Ralphie and Scott Farkas and all these different people from the original. And at first I watched part of it. I'm like, I can't finish this. This is awful. This is so bad.
And you were so excited about that too.
I was super excited about that. Yeah. But everyone else is like, you have to finish it, give it a chance. When you finished it, it had a little more heart to it and kind of pulled together some loose ends of things that everyone loved from the original. So that would be the one. But I'm trying to think of another one, but it's funny. Every time I thought of a great movie, it's like it already had a sequel. One of my favorite movies though for Christmas, and we just watched it last night or the night before, is Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon and Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, yeah.
Jon Favreau's in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
I laugh so hard at that movie, especially the scene when he's with his brothers and his dad. How they all beat the living snot out of him because they're like UFC fighters. Yeah. Do you remember the scenes at all in that?
It's been years since I've seen it, but yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Anyhow, I just die laughing at that movie. It makes me laugh all the time. And at the very end, they finally get married and have a baby because they were all anti-marriage. So I would love to see what the next Four Christmases are like now that they have a child.
Yeah.
Because the Four Christmases is because everyone's divorced. They're different. Mm-hmm. Mom, dad. All throughout the day, they had to attack and go to. So I'd like to see a continuation of Four Christmases and what kind of happens next.
I like it, sir. What's the one Christmas you'll never forget, good or bad?
Plenty of good memories, like good ones, like, the first time with our kids or first Christmases, my magical Christmases growing up with my family and things like that. Plenty of great, great Christmas things. But I had to bring up one bad/funny one.
Okay.
I mentioned in a podcast not too long ago, actually, that we used to have all these people come over for Christmas Eve from the church to my parents' house. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that my dad always, in the Christmas Story, he battles the furnace the whole time.
Yep.
My dad's battle was always with this one sewage pipe out back. It would get clogged up, get roots in it, like all that thing. It's like he battled it his whole life. One one Christmas Eve, all of a sudden I hear people yelling outside, and then our whole family goes outside, and that's what the word, I can't use that word. I crap you not. It is just an eruption of crap shooting out all over the yard. The nastiest thing ever. And oh my gosh, it would gross you out to no end. But yeah, that's shooting out everywhere. Of course, the whole family's out there just mocking my dad. We're laughing. People were inside, like, "What's going on?" And yeah, Leslie was there for that actually. So
wow,
she was part of that magical moment. And yeah, so that was my, I guess, bad but / funny, because I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the eruption of sewage out in our backyard on Christmas Eve. It was magical. Snow on the ground, sewage shooting everywhere, a crisp feeling in the air, and the smell that you'll never forget. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, for me, every Christmas was wonderful, but the one that kind of stands out, my parents divorced when I was 7 years old, and so Christmases usually were split between, my house in the morning, and then I would go to my dad's and have Christmas in the evening. One year he wanted to take us to Tennessee. That's where he was from, to his home, like where like his mom and like my grandma and stuff. And so he wanted to take us up there and do Christmas up there. And so I remember that Christmas because it was the only white Christmas that I ever had, because, we don't get much snow down here in the South.
Yeah.
And so we did have a white Christmas. And also I remember my dad took us Christmas present shopping, but he said he was buying gifts for our cousins. And I was like, my cousins are getting everything that I want. And why the heck is he buying them? So like, I remember like, it didn't make any connections at this young age that these were.
Did you say how old you were?
I must have been 8 or 9
around that time frame. Okay.
Yeah, but it didn't connect that those were my presents. But he's saying he was shopping for our cousins, and I was getting so upset. I was like, "Dang,
these guys are getting everything.
Lucky." God. But then I started opening everything, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" And then I remember on the way home from that trip, because he did take us home Christmas Day. We drove from Tennessee to Mississippi. The bag of toys fell over in the back of the he had a 4Runner. And so he pulled over on the side of the interstate to kind of pick everything up. And then we started going off, and then we got pulled over because the cops saw this, that we had been pulled over. And my sister thought that my dad was going to get arrested because we had gotten pulled over.
Oh my gosh.
He was just checking to make sure everything was okay, because we were on the side of the road for a second. And so, but she was just in like blood curling screams and terror that dad was getting arrested and stuff.
No,
it was. He's like, no, honey, no, it's okay. I was just making sure y'all were okay. And it's like, it was really sweet. But yeah, that was my memory of when that you'll never forget. Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
All right, Billy. This is the debate of all debates.
Sure. Okay.
People are in either two camps and they don't come together.
Sure.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Which camp are you? Real tree or fake tree?
Oh,
and why?
Okay.
Let's go.
Sure. Okay, so with me, we have a fake tree. My wife is allergic to a lot of things, and so trees would make her itchy, and so would make her uncomfortable. It wouldn't like make her stop breathing like a cat would, but but the trees would make her uncomfortable. Thus, we have a fake tree. Now, I do remember that back in the day, we used to always have real trees.
Okay.
And not only that, it was kind of like a National Lampoon incident. My dad went and chopped down like this huge tree that was way too big for our house. And so we had to cut the top of this thing. It's just like this huge Oh, it was ridiculously big. He just went off the side of the road in the woods and found a tree.
That's amazing.
And so it
Go,
was like
Dad.
this, yeah. And then we had spiders and stuff like that
Oh,
in our
gross.
house,
No.
because if you just kind of cut one from the woods, you don't have the little shakers that shake all the stuff out. We go fake trees for the wife's health. How about you?
We're also fake trees. We bought our first tree married back in the end of 97 because we got married in 98.
Mm-hmm.
And we got this tree. If everyone out there remembers Service Merchandise Store,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'd buy the stuff that would come out on the conveyor belt. We always thought that was really cool. And I think we bought that tree maybe for like $89 back in the day. And we still use the same tree to this day.
Oh,
it's one of the old-fashioned ones. You just have the branches, you click in the holes, and you go around and fluff them out and do the next lever. And so we've had that now. We've been married 27 years. Same tree, looks exactly the same. Kids love it. It's nostalgic. One of the things we always talk about, and Luke and Lauren are always like, yeah, you tell the story every year, is like around one of the poles, we have a white string tied, and it's broken off. Because when Luke was a baby, he'd always want to try to pull the stupid tree down on himself. So we had to tie it to something so it couldn't come off.
Anchor it
that
down.
String,
yeah.
And the string's still there. So it's a memory we talk about every single time.
Oh.
But yeah, fake. I always had a fake tree growing up, so real trees were never even in my universe. Sure. I think Leslie had real trees growing up, but I've never seen the appeal of a real tree personally. It just seems like a lot of effort. Don't you have to keep watering the tree too?
You have to water it, and it sheds, and there's pine needles everywhere. And
I would hate that. I'm too OCD.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Don't like that.
We're all about the fake tree over here, so we good.
Okay. What do you got next, sir?
Yeah. What's the most 90s or early 2000s Christmas memory that you have?
Well, I just kind of randomly talked about it. We got married in 1998 in July, so we had our first Christmas together in 1998, and that was such a cool memory. Having your very first Christmas together in your own house and having your own decorations, your own little traditions and things like that. Now we were super poor, and I remember I think we'd spent like, I don't know, decent money for us back then was probably like $30. I don't know, and we had all these really cool bulbs on the tree and stuff that people had given us. Well, we went to church one Wednesday night, and we came home, and we had a golden retriever and a cat. Well, they worked together that night, and the cat knocked everything off the tree, and the dog just stomped all the things. We had nothing on the tree left. Everything was broken and gone.
Oh, no.
We were so depressed. So Leslie went to the store. She bought a bunch of these really cheap red ribbons that are like crinkly that you just twist tie on. That and like these snowflakes. Plastic. I mean, you look at them now and they're like so bad, but we still have them. We still put a couple on each year as a remember to go back to our roots where we started at. But man, we were so depressed because we had nothing left on that tree at all.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So 1998 Christmas, first one together, amazing. And we for the first like 4 years, we always fought so bad of putting the Christmas tree up because every year. Somehow, either she or I would start the lights backwards. Instead of having the plug thing at the bottom, we had at the top, and we'd have to undo everything. Oh. We would get such a fight about it. And it was just our incompetence, really. Like both of us screwed it up many times. So, yeah, I always remember that one, too. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
What about you, sir?
Okay, so just kind of thinking back, I remember this one Christmas, my mom got me my first CD player. It was a boombox. And then a couple of CDs that I got was the Seal CD with Kiss from a Rose.
Oh yeah.
So I had that CD. I got a couple of Shaq CDs, like Shaq Fu, Shaq Diesel.
Oh yeah.
Shaq The Return. Like I had all these Shaq CDs, and then also she got me Shaq Fu, the video game.
Oh, wow.
And I vividly remember my aunt had got me a big tin of like M&Ms and like one of those Christmas tins or whatever. And I just remember playing that game, listening to my Shaq Fu CD, eating those M&Ms. And it was just like pure 90s right there. That was my childhood.
Oh, man. You were all shacked out for
All
that one,
Shaq.
huh?
All Shaq, man.
All
I'm telling
shacking,
you.
baby. I love
That's
it.
right. Yep.
All right, moving along here. Billy, what's a popular Christmas song that you always skip? Something that everyone else will listen to, and it's always played every single year, but you're like, I can't do
Can't
this
do
one
it.
anymore.
Can't do it.
Can't do
It's
it. What is that?
it's the Christmas shoes. Can I buy these shoes
Oh
for my
God,
mother, please? She's
yeah,
basically about to die and go see Jesus, and I want her to have pretty shoes. Oh my gosh.
that
No.
is a heart ripper.
No, thank you. I do not want to
Yeah,
listen to that. It is very sweet. It is very sweet.
very sweet, but
Very
it's
sweet.
depressing. It's
Oh
depressing
my
as
god,
all
but I
get
got
out.
goosebumps just thinking, no, I don't. No. I don't want to
Um,
listen to that. Skip.
not today, Satan. Not
Yeah,
today.
no.
Um,
How about you, sir?
so I love a lot of Christmas music, and I listen to like all the playlists and stuff. That's all I listen to now around the house or driving. It has to be Christmas.
Mhm.
And one song that I hear all the time, and I just can't do it anymore, is Elvis Presley "Blue Christmas."
Oh.
I got nothing wrong with Elvis Presley. I just can't stand that song. I feel like it's played nonstop wherever you go. You're going to hear that song, and it's just one of the ones that just I can't do it.
You're
I
done.
cannot do it anymore. I've had enough.
Yep.
Sorry, Elvis. You've left the building. You're not coming back. Not on my playlist, sir. Not on my playlist.
Not on your playlist. Oh my gosh.
That's a good one. You have a more sentimental one. Mine is I just can't stand it.
All right, sir.
do you got?
If you were an elf,
Okay.
what would your elf name be?
I'm going just with, I think for me and what I've been called forever during Christmas time when I was little, is I'm going with Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim will be my elf name. It's not very elfish, but it's just kind of what I came up with. I'm going to go Tiny Tim.
Nice.
What about you, sir?
I shall now be known as Jolly Tallywhacker. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You're jolly with your tallywhacker? Okay.
Nope.
You said it on the podcast, so it shall live forever.
No. I was thinking, like, I love Buddy the Elf, obviously. Why couldn't I just be Billy the Elf? I know it's so original, right? Billy the Elf.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
but
freaking Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim and Billy the Elf, a.k.a. John, I'm just kidding.
Tallywhacker McGee. All right.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, you just start thinking about all these elf names and stuff. And
I was coming up with
I thought that in my head, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna say it," and I did. It's out there.
So, what does Christmas genuinely mean to you now versus as a kid?
Oh man, your point of view changes. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
as you mature, and you really, when you learn, you always hear that what the reason for the season is.
Yeah.
But as a kid, it's always that plus, oh, Santa's coming and presents are awesome. I mean, who doesn't get super excited about presents and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, and as your faith kind of grows and grows, and just being able to rely and focus. This is the celebration of Jesus, the giver of life, and so and so kind of I appreciate that a lot more than as a kid.
Yeah,
but I still love presents. Who doesn't?
Yeah. I think you said it very well. It's a maturity one, and like I said, I mean, my dad's a pastor. Billy and I share the same faith. That's not much of a surprise. So it is. It's always the first thing. Always is sing "Happy Birthday" to Jesus.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Got to do it before we kick it all off with everything, and not just do it for repetition's sake, but as a meaning, it's a way to tie the story back in with everybody, the family. But thinking about that joyous gift, and then also like as an adult, you savor them a little bit more. I mean, I'm sure you probably do, considering that you lost your dad a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents are getting older. Leslie's parents are getting older. I mean, and not that they're on death's bed or anything, but you just never know, and how many more Christmases like you have left together. So you really kind of savor those things as well. And then as an adult, as a parent, seeing your kids.
That's right.
Letting them see Christmas, and that's a whole different level as well. So I feel like a kid, Christmas is great, but an adult, it's so much better.
Oh yeah,
you get so much more perspective, and you really get to settle in on what really means the most, and then sharing it with the people who mean the most to you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I've got a question for you on here. Actually, it's not on here. I just kind of came up with it in my head.
Oh, okay.
What is your Christmas Eve tradition?
Christmas Eve. Okay. Yeah,
it could be like your extended family too around you. But what's the Christmas Eve tradition around you guys?
Yeah, we do let the girls open up a couple of presents. What we started last year, I think you actually came up with this idea. There's this one neighborhood that has the best Christmas lights in town. And
yeah.
So we always ride around, like go get some hot chocolate, ride around and look at the lights. But last year you came up with the suggestion to make awards. And we did that last year and the girls loved it. And so that's what we're going to do again this year, is to make awards
so cool.
and kind of go put it in their mailbox that they win the best Jesus award or the best Christmas lights or the coolest inflatable, all different kind of category things. And so that's
that's so good.
Yeah.
I forgot that you guys actually did that suggestion. You told me about it last year. I totally forgot about it. But the girls like super into it.
Yes. More so Chloe. Chloe loves when she gets like an art project or something, like she gets so focused on it and she is just amped out of her mind. And so, yeah.
That's amazing. I love that. But what about like putting out gifts or things like that? I know Santa still's bringing his gifts on Christmas Eve. Anything related to gifts or that you guys do?
We already have a ton of gifts out right now underneath the tree.
Okay.
And so everything is usually out besides what Santa brings.
Okay.
And so he brings a couple. He doesn't bring a whole lot. We told him, we'll take the majority of things. So he usually brings, a couple of, cool items.
I like that.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, that's kind of what we do.
So our tradition is we do our Christmas Eve with my family. We go out to my dad's church because there's so many of us. We can't fit in one house anymore. It's just too many people. So we go up and set up tables out there. They have kind of a multi-purpose area for where they do the sermons. We can move the chairs, and we'll get together out there with a big group of family. We tons of food. We open up presents, play some games, stuff like that.
Fun.
And we head home. But for us, we don't put gifts out during the year like a lot of people do, like you guys do. We put everything out on Christmas Eve. So once we get back, well, we don't put the kids to bed anymore. Luke doesn't even live here. Right. And Lauren's smart enough; she'll just go up to her room for the night. Once we know everybody's secure, we start bringing up all the presents from the basement that have been wrapped, and we lay them out. And then Leslie and I exchange stockings on Christmas Eve of the ones we put together, and then we just kind of sit there in the dark with a Christmas tree on, the fire going, and watching a Christmas Story, and just taking it all in, getting ready for the madness in the morning.
Yeah.
And luckily, we can stretch our kids to sleep in a little bit longer now. But they still I know Lauren still likes to get up super early. If I told her 7, she'd be like, yeah. But I don't tell her 7. I'm like, how about 9?
Yeah.
She's like, 8:30. I'm like, 8:40. 8:33. This is not a negotiation.
Yo.
This is great. I mean, I'm sorry. This is Christmas.
This is Christmas. This is Christmas.
All right. So I've got some funnier questions to go over with you. This is a little bit of a longer episode, guys, but it is an extravaganza, which means it's good, it's big, and we're going for it. First, I'm going to give Billy rapid fire lightning round.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's a quick answer.
Just no explaining. Just the answer. No explaining. Right.
Exactly. Ready?
I got you. Here we go. I can do it.
Hot cocoa or eggnog?
Hot cocoa.
Angel or star on top of the tree?
Angel.
Wrapping paper or gift bags?
Wrapping paper.
Home Alone 1 or 2?
1.
Snow day or cozy indoors?
Cozy indoors.
Peppermint or cinnamon?
Cinnamon.
Matching pajamas, yes or no?
No.
Real stockings or digital gift cards?
Real stockings.
and caroling, fun or torture?
Ooh, torture.
There we go. Lightning round. You did it. You did it.
Thank you, sir.
That's letting us into our next segment. So it was funny. We had these questions, and then I asked ChatGPT to come up with some ones that are more like chaotic that me and Billy would probably come up with.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go through some of those together.
Okay.
All right. So if Santa gave you his sleigh for one night, what's the first dumb place you'd fly to just because you could?
Fiji.
Fiji. All right. I like that.
I want to go to Fiji.
Go to Fiji.
Very Christmassy.
Yeah, but I don't feel like Fiji's a dumb place though.
Oh, like dumb? Like
Where's some stupid place you would take it? Like literally just across the street to your mom's house and like set it down.
oh, I'm gonna go. How about just like to that bully from like high school? Like, look at me now, B.
Then you fall out, and then he's the new Santa Claus.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
Well,
my answer for this one, I'm going to In-N-Out Burger.
Oh,
get me some In-N-Out for Christmas Eve, man. I mean, you need it.
They're nowhere close.
That's right. They're nowhere close to me. So my dumb place came up with In-N-Out Burger. So
I like it.
All right. This one is talking about my dogs. So, and you can answer this one as well. If Carl and Ellie, the pugs that we talk about all the time, could talk on Christmas morning, what's the first thing you think they would say?
Food. Give me food. Food. Where's the food? I need the food.
I think Carl and Ellie would be like, Dad, tighten that robe up a little bit. We can see more than we wanted to. No, for them it'd be more like food. We need food. Hey, is there food in there? Can we get in that room? I usually try to block them out because it's too chaotic with everyone opening presents and them stomping on everything. But and that's not because I don't like them. I love them to death. But Leslie's like, oh, let them in. I'm like, all right, fine.
And then they're just chaos, pure chaos.
All right. What Christmas decoration in your house is absolutely plotting something against you? So, it's sad but funny. But back when I first was diagnosed with depression and all the stuff I was going through, and I was a little suicidal, I was put into the psychiatric wards for a little length of stay in the hospital. Mm-hmm. And I was there during Christmas, and we made these lacquered Santa or what the heck I'm talking about, reindeer, for crying out loud. And then it was like the body, and you glued on a little red nose, and it's the legs that just kind of sit in. And ever since Luke and Lauren got older and knew the story of it, they always call it the psych ward reindeer. They're like, oh, we forgot to put up psych ward reindeer. So if there's anybody who's plotting to do something crazy, it's psych ward reindeer for sure. That thing's gonna go off and do some shady stuff that I don't want to be part of.
Oh man,
what about you?
You know, I think I do have a Christmas Donald Duck. If anybody has a little attitude, it's probably Donald.
Oh yeah, you think he'd get into shenanigans?
Shenanigans, yep. I think Donald got to watch out for him.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so pick one. Okay. Buddy the Elf, Cousin Eddie, or the Grinch moves in with you for all of December. Who do you choose and why?
I'm going to go with Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
And why?
Because, he's pleasant. He's a little awkward, so he'd be a little entertaining as well. And so, yeah, I think that would be a really good fit. I think the Grinch just would be a little too grump for my taste. And who was the other one?
Cousin Eddie.
Oh, Cousin Eddie. Oh man, that dude likes to party. He would be up there. He would be my second choice. But yeah, I'm gonna go Buddy the Elf. Yeah.
Good answer. I was leaning towards Buddy the Elf, but I'm thinking Cousin Eddie. He's a good time. I mean, he's a wild card, right?
He is, but he has a good heart.
He's got a good heart, just not a good brain. Exactly. So I think Cousin Eddie would be a blast to have around. Some of the crazy shenanigans he gets into. As long as he's not going to try to kidnap anybody on Christmas Eve and bring him to your house.
Merry Christmas, Mark.
You just got to watch him in your toilet upstairs. If snow tasted like something other than water, what should it taste like?
Spaghetti.
I like that. It's up there. You open your mouth. It tastes like meatballs.
Olive Garden.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Yeah.
How about you?
I'm gonna say like that drink I've been drinking in Punta Cana, Purple Rain. That purple
Purple rain.
frozen drink. It's
Yep.
delicious. Talked about it many times on this show.
Yep.
I'm thinking some Purple Rain. It for kids it has to be non-alcoholic, but for us
Yeah.
we can just
Yep.
raindrops from heaven.
Yep.
Um. Okay, which Christmas character would be the worst person to be stuck in at an airport during a snowstorm?
Krampus.
Oh, yeah, he's evil.
Yeah, that would not be good.
That's a good one. You're stuck with him during a snowstorm at an airport.
That'd be kind of scary.
Yeah, but he's always complaining, and he's the guy he's overflowing the toilet in the bathroom constantly.
Oh yep.
He's stealing
No
stuff
good.
out of your bags. Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yep, no good.
I think the worst one would be Dwight Schrute playing Belschnickel from The Office. If you guys
like
knew who
it.
Belschnickel was, he had a whip. If you were what was it? If you were good or I forgot what the two things were. I forget. Anyhow, good or bad. If you were bad, you got whipped with like a little tree branch or anything. But Belschnickel, he's evil. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yep, I like
it. Okay, so check this out. You're now Santa Claus, okay?
Oh,
but you must deliver gifts using something other than a sleigh. What's your new ride?
Ooh, let's go. I'm pulling up in a Disney cruise ship. Why not?
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
I like that. We're on the same path because I was going to say a minivan from Disney World.
A minivan, like a Suburban, yeah.
Yeah, the minivans. The minivan service they have at Walt Disney World are these polka dotted big SUVs that they pick you up in. And it's all Disney magic.
Could you just imagine though a flying cruise ship above your house?
Like, y'all, do you see a cruise ship? We used to see a sleigh. What happened?
The horn just goes off. It wakes everybody up.
But it has that good horn though, so it's okay.
That's right. That is right.
All right, Billy. Moving on. You wake up inside Home Alone, the movie. What trap do you fall for immediately? So you think all the things he set up that final night for that final fight, which of the ones do you fall for immediately?
It's Lily and Chloe's favorite scene. Okay. It's when he puts his head through the dog door and Kevin McAllister's waiting there with his BB gun. And Kevin goes, hello. And then he shoots him right between the eyes with the BB gun. That would be me. And I mean, I tell you what, they watched that scene over and over. Really? Keep rewinding. They were losing it. Hello. Hello.
Boom.
Yeah.
In the face.
Yeah. Oh, the iron though is also. Ugh.
Yeah.
But one of the worst things is when he stepped on the nail.
Well, dang it, Billy! You're talking about all the things that are happening. You went to the iron.
Sorry.
You went to the.
Sorry, I've taken all your answers. Okay.
Fine, just tell everything else that happens, Billy. Since you know everything.
Well, there's this one.
I think I'd be the idiot who fell for the icy sidewalk. Like I'm mad. I'm gonna storm the door and fall flat on my face or catapult backwards off the stairs or and then if I got inside though, I'd probably die in those little mini machines or whatever they were called back in the day.
Yeah.
What was it called? Was it mini machines or what was it called? Micro machines. I think micro machines.
Yeah.
The little cars that you slip and fall in. Because I feel like that's my life right now. That big things don't hurt me, but something random little I'd be out in a coma with or something like that.
Yep.
So if Santa called in sick and you had to fill in for him, what's the first thing you'd change about Christmas?
Oh gosh. Okay.
So you're handed the sleigh, you're handed the list, you got everything going on. Mm-hmm. What's something you would change about Christmas?
I'm calling the buddy system, right? So if he could do it all in one night, who's to say 10 people couldn't do it in just a couple hours? We just knock out each continent gets their own Santa. Like I share my Santa magic with people that I trust. Right.
Yeah, I like that because Santa is always about his network of trusted helpers.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Give everybody. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. It does. For me, it would be that Christmas. I would make sure that all the people and all the kids who don't normally get anything got the majority of the presents that year.
I like it.
Not that good kids who have things don't deserve presents. They do. But there's other ones who are in more need who don't get all the attention all the time. I would make sure that they got the majority of the best Christmas gifts that year.
It. Yep, I like it.
All right. So, Billy, thinking about your tree or all the things around your house that are Christmas related, what Christmas decoration in your house is absolutely haunted? Think about that for a minute.
Oh,
if you had one thing in your house that's Christmas related that we didn't mention already that you think, okay, that might just be a little creepy or maybe be the haunted thing. What do you think it would be?
I think it's the blow up of our Christmas minion. That thing goes crazy, especially when the wind gets a hold of it. It'll be out there just dancing. It's crazy.
So you can see it like sneaking its way into the house at night.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just yelling banana over and over again. For me, it's not necessarily in my house. It's my parents. They back in the day in the 80s and mostly the 80s, they in cereal boxes would have certain ornaments that you get as a gift that you could put on your tree. Well, do you remember back in the day of Sugar Smacks? I think they still have them now. It was the bear. It was like a teddy bear. They had like Sugar Smacks. Like, it was like this sweet and pop cereal, whatever.
Okay.
But that year, they had a little teddy bear guy with a Santa hat on. And when you squeeze it, it played the song. I don't remember what the song is. Well, to this day, 30 plus years later, you squeeze that thing and the song still comes on. For me, I think that thing is possessed because whatever battery they use for that thing, they should use to fuel the whole world because 30 years later, and my sister, who always helps my mom decorate, she always posts a picture again. She's like, all right, another 30 years later, and the creepy thing still plays the music. So,
that's impressive.
I would say that thing's got to be a little bit haunted. There's something living inside of it, giving it that life. And it's not necessarily good. All right. So that's the crazy questions we've had. This has been a lot of fun answering these back and forth, but we always have to end on our serious question. What does Christmas mean to you today?
Well, I think with Christmas, kind of like what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
It's all about Jesus. Celebration of his birthday. Now, was his birthday December 25th? Probably not. But it's the day that we chose to designate to celebrate his birth. Which also leads us to Easter and his death and resurrection. And with that, the opportunity to live eternally with him. And so that is the essence of Christmas to me.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that too. We kind of talked about that just a little bit ago in a different way. We phrased the question. It's definitely that knowing that that's the greatest gift you'll ever receive ever is God's grace and his forgiveness and that path to be there forever in heaven. Yep. But also think about it as a family thing. We talked about this briefly on Thanksgiving about the joking around people who told the long stories about making sure we still have the storytellers in our life. I think about that a lot. It's the family. I feel like during Christmas, like it's the feeling in the air that like anything can happen, right? And I know there's people go through hard times, and I'm not saying it's magical for everybody, and I don't lose sight of that. But I think overall, people have a certain hope for Christmas that time of year, be it, spiritually, family, gifts, all that kind of stuff. It just puts you in like a decent, fun mood, I feel like. And I like that. It's like a shared feeling that you don't always have during the year with people when people are so divided over so many different things. You can agree on Christmas that, it's a great time of year, like I said, for family and friends and stuff like that, and celebrating Jesus' birthday, man. One of my favorite quotes ever from a TV show is "Merry Christmas, Jesus. I'm sorry your party's so lame." Michael Scott, The Office.
I love it.
But really, it's just all those things together, man. For me, mean so much, and like what you said before, I love giving gifts so much. Like I'm like the Kristen Wiig in that series on Saturday Night Live where she can't keep a secret. She's like so excited. Like that's how I am. Like I can't keep a secret, but I want to give the gifts like right now. Anyhow, all those things. And And then, now let's celebrating Christmas for the second time together on our podcast is such a cool feeling.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing. We've got to do this now twice through. And because at this time last year when we did it, we had no idea what this was going to look like as the year went on. And we've got to celebrate so many fun moments together and virtually as well. So
yeah,
that's what Christmas means to me now today.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Billy, did you have fun with this episode?
This was super fun. This was such a special episode, special time of the year. And I'm glad that we got to spend it with you all.
And going what Billy said is thanks for joining us for these fun questions. I hope you guys had fun listening to them. Hope this is something you can listen to when you're running around doing your last minute errands or baking cookies or things like that. Again, thank you so much for joining us. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone out there. We hope you guys have a magical day with your family and friends. And we can't thank you enough for being here this week for yet another amazing and magical holiday-licious Christmas episode of All the Everything Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas, y'all.